All right, welcome to the show, guys. Let's hope everybody's keeping well. Of course, the market looks a little bit bloody. Everyone's all worried, but we got to know how to navigate this market and see where it goes. I see Costin here. Also, my brother, nice to see you. Let's have a quick look at this, guys. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Let the community know what we're doing, basically. So as a family, we're getting together, we're creating a community, we're doing things together. I don't think anyone in history has done this. It's completely unique what we're trying to do in the crypto sphere. Right, sorry, my bad. But yeah, that's what we want to do. We want to do things together. We believe that we can move mountains if we work together, and that's what we're trying to do, building a community on YouTube, also on Discord as well, for communication purposes. And we're going there. It's all for free. It's all for free. It's the first time ever where we are going to be working together and opportunities are created for many people, for everybody to benefit, basically, hopefully, in crypto, and also finding new ways or trying to revolutionize old ways, into making it easy for people to navigate crypto. That's what we're trying to do here. So smash that like button, hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and let's move into the content and see what's going on. Also, I need to double check who's on chat, because when I'm on this screen I can't see the chats. So what's going on here? Let's have a look and see. Super. I see Bubble here. Awesome, my brother. Nice to see you here too. Right, let's move into the content and let's do this. So as you can see, the market is a little bit bloody. Yeah, a little bit bloody. I wouldn't really concern myself too much. I mean, 2%, 3%. It's not really a dump, is it? A dump is when you really see some big stuff. Like, for example, I'll give you a good example here. When you see stuff like this, look. 8%, 6%. I mean, the biggest is like 8% here, 10% on ICP. ICP is a shitcoin anyway, but that's where you're seeing the biggest moves, like 5, 10%. BTC takes a little bit of a turn, everything dumps. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Of course, for me, this is just basic normal. Like, you expect all of this. Of course, when you see USDT, BUSD, and all of these other dollar peg coins pumping, people are sitting on the sidelines. People are sitting on the sidelines. And a lot of this happens because of FUD. Earlier on, actually, I was speaking to Ramo on our Discord server, and he mentioned something about Crypto. And it was quite funny because just before that, I believe Crypto done a little tweet, and he was like, oh, market's tanking. Now, if an influencer who people follow goes ahead and creates this like one message, it's like, I don't know, it's like a vague message. He doesn't really explain. It's just market's going. People panic. I mean, that's just wrong. Guys, really need to explain what you mean. I mean, spend that 2 seconds typing the other line. And then he came back on a second message. He's like, actually, no, it's fine. Seriously, dude, sort yourself out. Don't do stuff like this, because that's what creates these panics. That's what's giving opportunities for people to long and short. It's really wrong, in my opinion. It's just wrong. That's all I can say, nothing else. So yeah, we know the USDT is pumping because obviously a lot of people are putting on USDT. Happy days to them. We're hodling, so let's have a look. Today, right now, is this. Yesterday we were at 76. No, yesterday was 73. Today at 71. I don't see anything different here. For me, it all looks the same. End of the day, market's still hot. Happy days. Nothing to worry about. Still very bullish. This was a few days ago. Yeah, again, bullish. I don't see an issue here. Absolutely fine, in my opinion. Let's have a look at my favorite charts. Did any BTC come back into the exchange, or is it really going out? Let's have a look and see what's going on. Boom. No, BTC is leaving exchanges. So we can see BTC is still leaving exchanges. So whatever these FUDs are, there's a lot of FUD being created. And of course, I can open up the news articles, but I'm not one of those who keeps looking at the news to kind of brainwash myself, right? I'm always like, give me a chart and I'll give you the news, right? So far, we know we're still in a bull market. That's confirmed. I'm not, going to deter from that at all. That's happening. We're already in a bull market. And we're moving forward. The only thing I can see is FUD from stupid people, overreacting, over leveraged, and Crypto, sadly, is one of those over leveraged traders, because you can see on his channel, all he talks about is go and do trades and this and that, long trades, short, not short, but he does talk about a lot of long trades. And at the end of his 5-minute segment, guys, Bybit link below, $5,000, if you go and do this. That's all he cares about. It's like, seriously, dude, sort yourself out. Honestly, you know, be honest with the people. You're in it for the money. It's just wrong. But the way he's driving the crowds, it's wrong, because he can actually move it towards his direction. I'm not quite happy with that. So anyway, I'm not here to diss him or anything like this. You know, he can do his own thing. I can do my own thing. End of the day, so each to their own. But as the community, if you guys are watching other influencers, remember one thing I always say, even me, do not trust what I say. You know, I might be just doing it for entertainment, as a joke, as a little bit of a banter. So what you need to understand is you have to also do your own due diligence. You have to also make sense of what you're seeing. If I'm just showing you something and saying, guys, this is what it is, it's wrong. You shouldn't follow that, right? I always tell you guys, like, you know, when I'm showing you something, I'm showing you the data based on what I see, right? But that's my opinion, and I want you guys to go out there and say, okay, does this make sense, what you just said to me, right? So let's go into the charts and have a little look. Actually, let's have a look at Grayscale before we go there. It's Saturday, so I can only see what happened yesterday. Let's have a look. Yeah, it went up a little bit, so obviously that's indicating a little bit bearish, not too concerned. Let's have a look at how many people wrecked. Not too much. I mean, a lot of the longs got wrecked. Okay, a lot of the longs got wrecked. Let's have a look at the period, and let's have a look at this 4-hourly candles. Yeah, just longs. You know, longs got wrecked, of course. So obviously he's going to be panicked, because he's usually doing his longs and showing his account, and people like that. I'm like, that's so cringy. Why would you show people $2-3 million trades? Well, look, I'm doing a $3 million trade. I mean, people, come on, that's so cringy. It's on repeat as well. It's like, okay, I've had enough. Show me something else. You know, so that's kind of crazy. But anyway, it is what it is. So let's go and have a look at our actual data on the charts. Now, somebody's messaging me, I believe, on Discord. Guys, shouldn't be messaging me on Discord. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think someone's messaging me on Discord or something. I can't see really. Let's have a look. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm not sure what is happening, but somehow interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, guys. I'm not sure what's going on. Let's go back into the content and see what's going on. Guys, also, by the way, if you're new to the channel, remember, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Let's grow the community. Let's move forward with this, right? Let's see. Let me refresh. I see free energy here. I see Raymo. Awesome, my brother. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. See, the chat is so bugged. Sometimes I can't see it. But anyway, let's go onto the blockchain and see what's going on. So total market cap, a little bit of a dump, holding this support. But I have to show you, there is some bad news. I'll show you, right? So we've been testing this support range for some time, and we're holding the top range of this support. I'm okay with that. But this dipped too many times, a little bit of a shakeout, obviously. Question is can it hold and can it stay on this specific trend line, right? Because this is what's happened here. You see, if you look carefully, you'll notice what I just did there. There's a trend line here. Can it stay above this? Because if it can't, then sadly it is coming back to this trend line, and that could be quite devastating for a lot of people, because obviously a lot of people are going into a lot of new projects and everything as well. It could wipe you out. All I'm going to say is, if you are in some projects, right, and the project itself is draining you out right now, hodl. That's all I can say, hodl, because remember, it is your asset. It is your asset. End of the day, when it comes back, of course, it's fine. Some of them won't, especially the ones not on centralized exchanges. Understand what I'm saying? So especially the ones on like Uniswap or SushiSwap or PancakeSwap, they might never come. Most of them will end up doing a rug pull. But if they're on a centralized exchange, at least we know there's enough centralized liquidity there for these to survive. So if you're on a centralized exchange and the price is down, like some of them, it's ridiculous. Like the price is down like 75% because they're fresh, but it's okay. They won't go anywhere. They always come back. And we've seen this over and over again, where people thought that's it, that's the end of this project. But people forget it's on a centralized exchange. It had to pass some criteria to be there, and it's always going to come back. And that's how people get surprised. I see 0x369, my brother. Nice to see you here. By the way, I didn't get your so am I speaking to Hamza? That's the question. Or am I speaking to someone else? Because I know, I'm not quite sure if this is Hamza or somebody else. That's going to be really nice to find out. 0x369. That would be really awesome, my brother. Awesome. But yeah, let's move into this, and obviously we're looking into a lot of this stuff. So that's what I would recommend. I said, look guys, once we're into the big exchanges, right, and if you got some coins there, don't panic. Don't panic. You don't want to be selling at loss, because what's going to happen, you're going to sell it, you're going to get out, and then end of the day, the coin's going to jump back up again, and it's going to mess with your head, completely mess with your head. You don't want that. So remember, as I always say, always invest what you can afford to lose, or what you can afford to leave for 5 years or whatever, because they will come back. A good project will always come back, especially ones on the exchanges. They do come back, because you got these bunch of whales who go around and all of a sudden pump that coin when no one's looking. You know, so trust me, they know how to create hypes. So that's that. Let's move into BTC, and this is where I see a little bit of a bad news. So BTC dropped below that support line. So this support line has been broken now. So no point keeping that here. Also, this support line broken now. So no point keeping this here. Of course, the trend line is still holding. Roxy, awesome. Now I know exactly who you are. Awesome, Roxy. Thank you. Nice for coming to the show. Exactly. We had a conversation yesterday or the day before, right? That's awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll catch up a little bit more. But yeah, let's continue with the show and see what's going on. By the way, congratulations on some of the new integrations you guys did. That's awesome. That's awesome. And obviously, we're waiting for our own community thing as well. I have spoken to Hamza, and we are working, kind of moving forward. I need to get in contact with all the engineers, and there is a special request I have made. So let's see how that request goes through. I done it privately, and I said, I need this function. If you can put that function into it, that would be really awesome. So of course, a lot of big announcements are coming, you know, for Empire decks, for Prism Network, and for our own decks. A lot of things are coming, and I think we're going to really what you call this, fast track this. We're going to fast track this. So there's a lot coming, and there's I mean, for me, there's a few features that I want, and I've suggested a few features to Hamza to enable onto the back end of Empire decks as well. And I think that's going to make it awesome, because he was talking about a governance model, and I said to him, I said, no, not a governance, maybe something else. And in a different way, I said, what about this? And he said, I never thought about that. So he's definitely going to be thinking about that, and I think it's coming. And I love the fact that you guys, as engineers, are trying to do something awesome. Nice. So you spoke to the team? Yes, I spoke direct to Hamza. I see Steve here. Awesome, my brother. Big Saturday starting. Of course, man. Of course. Steve, did you join our Discord? Because if you haven't, you're missing out, bro. Because I'm doing all the updates about what the plans are, what is going on. Because remember, I don't know if Steve, you heard about this. So on Discord, we mentioned this, and yesterday's videos we mentioned this as well. And we've got 0x369 here as well. We're actually launching a DEX, a community DEX. We're doing it as a community collaboration. We're launching a DEX. So it's not my project, it's our project. But obviously people who are on the Discord, they get that opportunity. It's not everybody that gets it. It's only to be part of the original founding people who launched the project. It's the people in the community who get that opportunity. You know, and as you know, I'm very transparent, so that's how I want to keep it, complete transparency. Obviously we're going to have some lock periods and this and that to protect everybody, and it's all about making sure people are protected while we have a bit of fun and we launch an actual project and then work on that project. So yeah, hope you go and join. If you haven't already, just on Discord, basically check us out. So yeah, let's go into the other stuff now anyway. So yeah, of course, market's bleeding. BTC looks kind of shit. All right. As long as it can hold this, I'm okay, because the only other after this, look, it comes back to 57. I mean, that would be crazy. Do you know what I mean? That would be insane, right? If it comes back to thing. I'm telling you, this is on another level. So, we do not want this to come down here. If it does, it kind of messes everything up. So yeah, I mean, let's pray this doesn't come down, because normally Friday's a shit day. Friday was a bit funny. Today's a shit day. I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. Maybe this weekend is going to be a shit week, and then next week is going to be a good one. Whatever the case, we have to see. So that will be really, really something, And you can see dominance, how the dominance started to come back up again, and then alt started to bleed. But there is, light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, not everything suffered basically. So if you look carefully, BTC dropped a few percent, and I'll show you this here. BTC dropped a few percent, the others dropped a lot more, right? But some of them held strong. Some of them held very strong. So you see how we're looking at some of them holding very strong. Even Shiba, of course, it pumped all the way to 30% yesterday, but it's holding at 16%, which is not bad. It's still dropping, but still holding. That's the key here, So you've got a lot of these coins that dumped really hard, and a lot of these coins just holding. So we can see the interest is still there. It's just a matter of where the money's being plugged in by the whales. I mean, Decentraland, 13% up. Can't go wrong with that. Kasuma, Helium. I mean, come on, Helium. We were talking about it when it was like, on this channel, someone mentioned it, and we were talking about when it was like $15. Look where it is now. So it's done awesome. That's like 110%. Happy days on that one. Engine, come on, look at Engine. Engine is on target, by the way. We are going to talk about Engine, because we know Engine's going to like $4 or something like this, and then beyond. That's going to be a different story. Sand. Always bullish on Sand. Sand is now in my hodling portfolio. I want to see how far this goes. I'm expecting easily $6-7, maybe even more, but 6-7 definitely on it. This is a project I'm tracking, and I'm not even joking. Cardano, check this out. I'm tracking Cardano, right? Cardano, I believe, is a solid project from what I'm seeing. And remember, I'm in it for the money. I don't give a damn about the technology. I'm in it for the money. And here I can see the money. I can see, okay, there's opportunities being opened here, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to connect decentralized world with a centralized world in this kind of an ecosystem that they're creating. And I kind of like that. I'm like, okay, if things are easy for retail to pump in or jump in or whatever, there's no harm in that, go and monetize on that. Why not? So that's going to be really, really awesome. So let's see where that goes. But yeah, few other bits and bobs, but let's go into the charts. Let's go into the charts and see this. So BTC dominance, Ethereum dominance holding, no issues at all. BTC holding support exactly where it is. Remember, guys, I don't change my drawings. I never change my drawing. My drawings are always there. Whatever drawing, whatever lines you see, you're going to see them over and over again until I change them. Okay, so they're always there. So remember this, I don't change my drawings. BNB holding strong, nothing much to see here. Pretty much holding on this support line. Not bad. So this was a resistance. It broke the resistance, holding this as support now, which is pretty interesting, because this was created, if you look carefully, right, and I'll show you this, right, look, this was created way back here in April. This was created in April, so it's now finding a bit of resistance on April line, which is awesome. So we are bound to break that, and we are going to go and test the previous all-time high, see what that does. Dot, it's okay. Dot went, had a nice little pump, 2 days in a row, come back into this zone. I don't want it to bleed in, so I don't want this to fall into the zone. As long as it can stay here and rebound off this, should be pretty good. So let's have a look and see what this does in the next few days. Also, I want to just adjust this trend line, so just for the sake of it, let's see where it goes. Let's have a look at the chat. I see 0x39 says, hold on. That's cool. Can't wait to see. Okay, I think I know what this is. This is regarding the conversation. Yes, there's a lot of stuff, and I'm bringing different ideas onto the table. And I've spoken about Prism as well. I've said, look, what do you think about Prism? What do you think about this? I've talked about multiple ideas of a blockchain. I said, look, there are other things that we can do in the game. What I would personally do in my own project, if I was to do my own blockchain, how I can make it useful. So we had a nice conversation. We had a conversation where we're doing a comparison to what the blockchain should do. And I can tell you this much, one of the things, the functionality I did specifically mention, and you can ask him as well, I said the last coin should be minted 200 years from today. So that will give you a good idea what kind of a principle I based it on and what I want to do. And obviously I kind of spoke about validation and node, so how the node operators will get rewarded. A lot of things we spoke about very briefly. It's not in detail, but enough detail there to launch a blockchain, you know, to change your blockchain. For example, they can easily implement that into Prism, and I'm happy. Listen, I'm happy to support any blockchain that does something like this, you know, because a lot of people have drifted off the basic principles. And I think if we go back to the basic foundations of how blockchain started and what the tokenomics was, that there's a lot that can be done, because everyone's drifted from that. Too many people have too many inflationary model, or too many have this pre-minted model, you know. It just, I don't know. And then they're having to burn it to reduce it. It's like, guys, why can't you just do it from the beginning? Because it can be done from the beginning. That's the key. I think it can be done from the beginning. I see Steve says, Radium, any opinion? It's a Solana project. Of course, Radium, I'm super bullish on it. I told many people a month ago, or if not weeks ago, I can't remember. I said, buy Radium, buy Saber, buy, what's the other one? What's the other one? Radium. Oh, come on. Why can't I remember it when I want to? Why can't I remember it? Give me a second. Polka. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for something. I'm trying to remember the name. Come on. It's just gone out of my head completely. I know the name. It was, come on, what was it? It's now moving up. It's a Solana project as well. Solana ecosystem. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I do this, if it brings up Solana. So Arweave, you know I'm bullish on that. Serum. There you go, Serum. So Radium and Serum, right? I've been bullish on Radium and Serum from way back. And I told everyone, so just buy it and leave it. And when we were talking about Radium was a couple of dollars. I think it was like $3 or $4, $5 probably max. It's doubled now. You know, Serum, I've been banging on about it for some time now as well. I said, look guys, Serum and Radium. And funny thing is, Radium was built on Serum. So that's the thing. You've got to understand, sometimes the ecosystem coins are really good. I also talked about Arweave, and look where Arweave is now. You know what I mean? So there are a few coins here. I mean, these are partners, these are different, but there are actual coins that were built on this ecosystem, and they're doing really, really well. No complaints there. So keep an eye on this kind of stuff. Obviously, as I said, very, very solid, and we'll talk about Radium here as well. So this is DOT, obviously. Solana doing okay, nice little recovery in my opinion, so I'm not complaining there. As I said, it's pumping today it's done whatever percent it's done, what, 6% here. Awesome. Cardano did attempt a 199 yesterday. Funnily, I did see this. I was like, wow, okay, it attempted a $2, but that's about it. Again, complete useless, because it's sitting in this range. It needs to get out of here. Absolutely needs to get out of here before it can do anything. Complete disaster. No point looking at SHIB. eGold had a massive rally up, you know, up to the Fibonacci 141, which is awesome to see. And then it got a little bit of rejection, but look how it's holding this as the current support, which is absolutely fine. No issues at all, because it's like a wave up, a wave down. So remember, we talk about how it goes up, down, a little bit down, and then it bounces up again. So it's like if you look at the patterns, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 patterns, similar to that, but these are on the micro time frames. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth. So we see what that does. That's going to be really awesome. KCS struggling, you know, KuCoin, I talked about this KuCoin struggling. Of course, it's back here. Great buy zone, that's all I can say. And yeah, I mean, we're still on target for 30, so let's keep an eye on that one. Disaster. It does this, I don't know why it's come back again. So it's come back to this 88 again, back on the upward trend line, a very slow moving trend line. Also, I mean, I've got a few, as I said, I've got enough I've invested that I can afford to lose. So I've basically moved it off my trading exchange now, because it's a disaster. There's no point looking at it, right? Let it come when it does. I know they're doing a lot of marketing, but I don't think they're getting enough attention. I don't think many people are actually using the token itself. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on that one, see what's happening. BitDAO, also I bought some more today. I saw the dip and I said, solid. I saw the dip. You got to buy the dip, right? Buy the dip. So I bought some more bit, because I want to use a lot more bit on some of the projects. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, so what was I saying? Okay, 1 second. All right, sorry guys. Sorry, I was calling someone and it seems they were not at home. So everyone's laughing about it. I'm like, well, why don't you just tell me they're not home? Okay, so bit, I just bought the dip. The others I probably haven't mentioned, right, about buying the dip, because I haven't, right? Look, Ethereum, I haven't bought the dip. BNB, I didn't buy the dip. I am considering buying, so I'm going to be selling some of my alts, and I'll tell you which one I'm going to sell to buy some more BNB. But the rest of them, I already bought a whole ton of them, so that's why I'm not even bothered. BNB, I might top up for other reasons, especially for the project reasons. So I do need more BNB, so that's fine. I'm going to do this one, right? But Ethereum got plenty, BTC plenty, DOT plenty, Solana plenty. I actually topped up a few days ago, so I got loads of those. Cardano's not doing nothing. I got a whole bag of those. What's the point of looking at those? KCS I picked up decently. I'm okay with that. But I didn't have enough bit, and I still don't have enough bit. By the way, I bought a few. I dumped a few. Currently, the ones I'm holding are mostly free coins anyway. Honestly, I just topped up a couple of $100 worth today. Can't be bothered. And that was from some profits from another coin. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not even going crazy on it. I will go crazy at some stage, but I don't really have to. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't think the market's going to be there forever. Also, what's happened to the chats? Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe. And if you're already old and you're here and you're part of the family, smash those likes, share with one another, share on your Facebook, share on your Twitter, share on your WhatsApp, whatever. Share with one another, and let's grow this community. Okay, let's grow this community. Yeah, so that's bit. Yeah, bought the dip. AVAX, no, didn't buy the dip, but it's okay. It's just another little correction, not to worry about. These are the things. This is the time when you got to understand the market for what it is. Is it a serious dump, or is it just a regular normal thing? For me, it's just a normal thing. It's part of that pattern. Like, okay, it didn't dump on Friday, it's dumping today. Part of the pattern. God knows who dumped it, but someone did. But yeah, there's a lot of coins here. Massive discounts. In my opinion, buy the dip. Honestly, how did they even get onto... I don't understand. How did these guys... these scammers, how do they get onto live chat? I have no idea. Love the way they point upwards. It's like as if everyone's going to go and talk to some sort of a hacker who's calling himself a hacker, promising to make you some money. I mean, does it take people for a fool or something? Anyways, so guys, when you're looking at a bloody market, if there are coins that you've been looking for and you haven't bought already, and now you're getting some discounts, that's all I can say to you. This is discount. You're getting, any one of these coins you want to pick up, you're getting a 4 or 5% discount. So that's a nice little quick flip here if you want to do anything. So this is the coin I'm looking at, Engine. So I do have a target. I have a sell target here, right? Actually on the top here, this area here, about $4. I have a sell target, and it's not actually anything new. It's the previous high, because I believe we're going to see a rejection here. Give me that. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. That's fine, Norris. Thank you. So the what was I saying? The idea is that around $4 we might see a rejection. So I want to dump my coins and I'm going to top up, what do you call this, BNB. So the idea is I want to top up more BNB with whatever profits I got from engine, because all of these, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat is decided to come here and play. So so what was I saying? So yeah, so I'm gonna dump a whole bunch, because I got a whole bunch of engine from way back in the days. I mean, we're talking like pennies. So I don't need all of that, and I don't think it's gonna last forever. And how many do I really need? So I am gonna dump that into something I do need, because I need to provide liquidity. I need to do all sorts of other stuff. So I'm gonna jump into BNB again and see what happens there. So there's a lot of coins here I will be considering getting rid of, if as long as they're up. For example, Vite, it doesn't really move much, but today it's up 3%. And funnily, I'm actually finally in profit. I'm not even joking. I'm actually finally in profit. So I didn't sell here. I bought it somewhere around here. I didn't sell it here. And it dumped. And it finally came back and gave me some profits. And I know, what's his name? He's not here, Jeffrey. He asked me, how do you calculate your average? Bro, I'm an old school, pen and paper. If I bought it at $1, I'll write it down as $1. If I bought it at 50 cents, I'll write it down as a 50 cents. I know he compared it with Robinhood, and maybe someone could help him on Discord, you know, how to do it in crypto. We're not Robinhood, we're crypto, bro. So for us, if you do want to know your average buy and sell, no one's going to give you that data. No one's bothered about those stuff. We just buy, we hodl, and we sell, and we make money. That's it, right? We're not looking for average buying and this and that. None of that business. Of course, with Robinhood and all of that, those are more centralized. They have to do those accounting, because that's how you're going to report your taxes and everything whenever you take your money out. You got to understand why they do what they do and why crypto doesn't do it. So, but maybe one day we'll launch our own project and we'll create an exchange that does all of this in crypto. You never know. You never know. So that's what I'm saying. Some of these coins, you hold a bag and they come back later, you know. So that's been quite cool. Lena, another one. I'm in profit, so I'm not complaining. I bought it way back down here. I'm not complaining at all, but it should be awesome. Let's see what that does. And I can't remember. I think I got that for free. I can't remember. I got a whole bunch of it for free. But I wanted to show you another coin here, actually, that I've been banging on about for some time. Right, where is it? I mean, we talked about XYO. That pumped like seriously big time yesterday. Where is it? Interesting. Why did I lose my XCAD? Seem to have oh no, it's not. I haven't. It's here. Look, XCAD. Guys, XCAD. I've been talking about XCAD for some time. All right, I've been talking about XCAD for some time now. I said, look, guys, this is what XCAD will do, right? What we expect XCAD to do, because remember, this is where Mr. Beast and KSI invested real money before this coin was even created. They are working with YouTube, which is Google. So you got to see the bigger picture. This is why I've been going on about this since it was like $3 or something like this. I've been going on about this. And I think it was like $3 or $4 when it launched. It pumped up the year around here. And then I've been talking about this advice. XCAD. And XCAD is also pumping ZIL. I know a lot of people are so super bullish on ZIL, but they don't see the bigger picture. ZIL is just a blockchain. Zilliqa is just a blockchain. It's not going to benefit. I mean, it's going to benefit some, but this is what's pumping. So again, I have no idea why people don't understand this. This is what's pumping. I mean, even if someone bought it here, I mean, just look at the margins, right? And I'm not advising you to go and buy any. Do your own research. You would have made 40%. You know, in fact, there's a brother. I'm not going to mention his name. Yesterday we had a conversation and he said he has $20,000 worth of Doge, and I said, brother, I have one advice for you, and the advice is get out and go and find something else. He's like, but I make 2-3% a day. No, get out. You're missing opportunities of making 40-50% in one go, rather than working on your 2-3% and then paying the fees and this and that. You think you're doing great, you're not. You can do, you know, 5-6%, 10% on a candle without stress, right? Here's a daily candle, for example. Here's a daily candle launched up to there. That's a 9%. Do you know what I mean? You can do those kind of returns. So please go and pick a good coin. Dogecoin is not the good coin, right? And of course he's limited because he's trading on Robinhood, so everything's not available to him. Get out. You want to trade crypto, you want to stop using paper money, because half of it is paper money. When you're buying coins like Doge and this and that on Robinhood or other exchanges, like the centralized exchanges, you do know they are paper money. There's only a handful of them, like eToro and this and that. They do allow you to transfer your Bitcoin, because they do buy the Bitcoin and give it to you. So even then, the whole account is paper. When you ask for BTC and this and that, they do allow Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, and a few others, I believe. But what they do is they literally buy it from an open market and then send it over on your behalf. They don't hold it. They're paper money. They're paper money. Yes, easy, this, that, but they're paper money. So do understand this. You want to avoid paper money. Now let's talk about Radium. Radium is super awesome. And one other thing I want to talk about Radium as well. Remember, the Solana ecosystem is hyped up and pumped up by FTX. FTX literally invests in anything Solana. That's how bullish they are. So you can even say the whole Solana was actually funded by FTX. And when you have an exchange backing you and you have projects coming on that exchange, trust me, you want to buy. So if we have 50 different projects on Solana, but only 10 arrive onto a centralized exchange, I'll buy those 10. Because I know those 10 have the vested interest. Does that make sense? Just follow the money. Just follow the money. Because if the money's there, the money's going to put it onto his exchange. You know? So follow the money. So Radium looking super awesome. If we are to do a, what do you call this? A fib on it. It takes us back to the previous all-time high. Absolutely fine. If we do get to the previous all-time high, then we can start creating some fresh targets. And the fresh target that if I did get to this level here, for example, then the fresh target, I mean, we can use this or this, doesn't make much of a difference, would be around $20. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. $20 for a Radium. I mean, who would have thought that when it was like $2-3? So I hope that kind of makes sense. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, consider hitting that like button, tell your friends, tell your family, share with everybody, join the community, because here not only are we going to be launching our own crypto very soon, number one, we're going to be launching our own crypto as a community crypto, by the way, so everybody's involved, and our own little exchange or whatever, we're going to be launching that. We're also what do you call this? Oh, sorry, I just went blank for a minute. Sorry, I'm just looking at my cat and doing all sorts of, and I'm seeing this scammer here doing my head in. Yeah, we're also growing the community because it's not a one project thing. I know a lot of people might be thinking, oh, that's a collab, Sham's doing it there. No, I've done 3 other projects before. I've got my own projects that I can launch any day right now. So don't worry, I'm not relying on nobody. I'm not doing nothing. I was already doing it. I'm just fast tracking it because I've got a good team who's going to help out at paydays. If they didn't, it doesn't worry me. I'm still going to do it. You know, I'm buying 1,000 cryptocurrency. Also talking about that, I started showing my KuCoin account on YouTube, and a few days later, a big channel with like 400,000 subscribers started to do the same thing. I said I'm going to buy 1,000 cryptocurrency. They said they're going to make 1,000%. I'm thinking, hold on, guys. You've copied my charts. You copied my style. Now you're copying my technique and whatever I'm doing on my channel. At least do something. Like, you know, give me some credit. But no. Anyway, I'm not going to whinge about that. It doesn't matter. Guys, if you're going to benefit from it, good luck to you. That's the whole idea. So, that's Radium. Serum, let's look at Serum. Serum is a good project. Again, Serum absolutely fine. It's been on a good rip. This is what I see for Serum, and for me, it's only on up. It's only on an upward trend. I mean, if you look at this trajectory, you'll notice this. It's always on an upward trend. Absolutely fine. No harm at all. It's following the market exactly as it should. And let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Of course, some people might be fast to pick up on these patterns and say, "Oh, look, look at these patterns." sometimes they're so fresh, there's no point looking at the pattern. So where we are today, if we just look at this, we can see where we're going to go to $10. But Serum, remember, has been to $13 already. So if we manage to get back to $13, we've got a great opportunity to actually go further to $20. So Radium and Serum, both of them combined, we're looking at $20 per coin. And they're pretty much the same thing, built on the same thing. So great opportunities there. And also remember, guys, one thing as well. So ecosystems are a very powerful thing to understand, if you understand. So say, for example, you buy Polka. You should, and you support Polka, you support Polkadot. Ideally, you should also support all of the projects built on it, because, and this is the powerful thing, Polka might not pump as much as you think, but the gems hiding inside the ecosystem, they could do 1,000, 1,000x, 10,000x. That's the key. The ecosystem is going to be more powerful than the blockchain itself. So it's Solana. Solana might go to 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, maybe $1,000. But they could easily have a protocol there that could pump to $10,000. So it's always a good idea to invest a little bit into the ecosystem as well, because that's how the blockchain is secured, but more money filters in, because once people see that there are projects out there pumping money or doing something insane and benefiting hard, that's when they basically end up coming to the market and saying, okay, we want to also come and join this thing. Do you see what I mean? So that's how it works. And I feel that, whenever you are looking at a specific project, and if you're really, really super bullish about it, then what you should always do is try and support some of the ecosystem as well, right? Some of the ecosystem as well. I see KR. Can you look at Dreams chart, please? Looking to triple down. Looks good. Time when you think, bro. Yes. I have already tripled down on it. To the point where I've added it to my charts. Look, boom. All right, I've already done it, bro. I've already done it. So for this, obviously this is so fresh, we have to go to like a shorter time frame. So this is what we're seeing, right? So there was a little resistance line here, and I'll show you what I mean, right? Let me get into this. So you see where this launch was, you see where the launch price was. This was like the launch price. Can you see this launch price here? So we had the launch price here, and right now it's hit the floor and gone way below. So I've looked at that and I was like, there's two things I can do. One, I could now double, triple, quadruple down, or I can leave my coins as they are. Now, for me, in one account, I left the coins as they are. On KuCoin, the one I showed you on YouTube, I literally left it where it is. I said, you know what? It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because I'm down from here to here. I'm down. There you go. 70%. I'm 70% down. Is it worth me taking that? No. But I've only invested money I could afford to lose, so that's gone. Not bothered about it. But on my main account, I didn't triple down. I actually went pretty ballistic. I'm talking a massive investment into this, right? And I've left it there. And I feel that this is what's going to happen. For me to recover all the losses that I made on the 70%, all I have to do is come here. If I come back to this one level here, I feel I'm going to recover all my losses. So you see how I've played this. But obviously that's me playing the danger zone. That's the one you don't want to be doing. But it's not bad if you have already double, triple down on it. It's not bad. But remember, do not invest more than you can afford to lose. If you think you've already invested too much and you're on a losing trade, sometimes it's better just to hold back and just say, you know what, sod it. I'm not putting any more money in there. Let it be what it is. Because remember, you still own the assets. So if it comes back, of course, everything will come back, right? But don't do silly stuff like me. Because sometimes, I'm 70% down on one. I was like, I got to recover that. How do I recover that? Well, okay, let's put a big order here and let's try and aim for 20-25%. If I could make 20-25% on a small dump, that should recover all of my losses. You see what I mean? But I played big. I don't think you need to do that, but definitely you need to understand that the money you invest is the money you are willing to lose. That's the key. If you understand that, then you're fine. It's something we always say, but there's a reason behind why most people end up saying always invest the money you can afford to lose, and make sure that even the money you're going to double down on is money you can afford to lose. Do you know what I mean? If you don't have that kind of risk management, you got a problem. And risk management is all about how much am I willing to lose. I'm going to put 100k. Am I willing to lose 10k? If you're not willing to lose 10k, you shouldn't be in it. Full stop. And that's where your stop losses and everything come in. Of course, on a spot trading, you might not have a stop loss. That's fine. But now, if we're down 20%, 30%, 40%, we got two options, as I said. You just hodl, don't do nothing. Or, if you're crazy like me, you double, you 10x on it. You 10x double on it. Whatever you want to call it, you 10 times double down on it. So, that's just me. That's just me doing my crazy thing. But listen, that's the whole idea. I'm going to recover that elsewhere. And then leave it there. It doesn't matter what it does, and that helps me focus a lot more. It's like, okay, I really haven't lost anything. You know what I mean? Even if my bags are down 70%, 80%, I really haven't lost anything. You see what I mean? So the psychology is completely different, if that helps. But yeah, other than that, guys, the market's okay. Also, there's another coin they're launching. What was it called? Bybit. They're doing another coin called Gene, whatever Gene. So that might be an opportunity. I might miss it. I'm going to miss this one because I looked at the timetable. I am going to miss this one. But that might be a great opportunity if you can hit that timetable. So you got to be up on time. You got to go out there and make sure you hit that button on time, because a few of the guys on the group also mentioned this is when I mentioned as well. It went all the way to $16, $17, but you couldn't sell fast enough to get that. So even when I pressed it at $16, there was so many buys and sell happening. My order, and I did a market order, my market order filled at $3 something. So this does happen, right? But I'm glad I got out with 3,000%. So I'm happy with that, right? But the point is, at the end of the day, this is what's happens, and this is what you need to actually understand, that it's not always a win-win. It's not always a win-win. You could end up losing money. So just play cautiously, and always, as I said, invest money you could afford to lose and see where it goes from there. Okay. So yeah, other than that, guys, it's been an awesome stream. You guys are awesome. Very nice for Costin to come over. Bubbles here, Ramos here, awesome. Free Energies here, and 0x39. Also, 0x39, have you subscribed? You should subscribe. And yeah, obviously we're going to catch up a lot more, because I am going to spend a lot more time on your community as well. As I said, I am speaking a lot with Hamza, so we're in direct communication, see where it goes from there. And I've given my little feedback on certain things, and I feel that Prism Network could be the one, and if Prism does what I want to do, I don't need a blockchain. I probably will skip my blockchain and just focus a lot more on Prism. So definitely going to be supporting Prism. And also, talking about Prism, I haven't even done anything here. Hold on, Prism. Let's see if we can find Prism Network, because it's a fresh thing. So Prism. Yeah, there we are. Prism Network. That's them. Okay, so they're not there yet. They do have the contracts and everything out, which is cool. Very fresh, guys. This is all I can say. You got a MetaMask, you know where to go and find some Prism, right? Go and grab yourself some Prism. But one thing someone actually told me, and that's pretty cool. He said to me that there's a whale here. Okay, apparently there's a whale here, and he said just be careful with that whale. So apparently the whale owns quite a bit of it. Who was it? Can't see it here, but there's a whale in one of the protocols. So he warned me, he said just be careful, there's actually a whale there. But you know what, that's fine. It's early stages. This is early stage. I mean, you can't even see the price. Total supply $14. So according to this, it's $14, right? It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Of course, here, I think 39,000 Prism. I'm not quite sure, but definitely going to double check that. Face scam, awesome. Oh my days. Tamil, where have you been, bro? Where have you been so far? What is face scam? Sorry, not here. What is face scam? Is that a new coin? No. Okay, I'm not sure, but Tamil, definitely listen, we're coming out some crazy projects, okay? And we're going to be bringing a lot more people onto the streams as well, so that will be insane. I'm going to try and bring what's his name, the founder of Prism. I'm going to try and bring him here. So the founder of this, the founder of Empire Dex, I'm going to bring these guys here. No, I told your face. Face scam, awesome. Huh? You told my face. Told my face what? What are you talking about? Oh, you mean you've never seen my face? Is that what you're saying? You've never seen my face? My face is here, bro. I've always been here. Block. We talked about block. Tamil, you would have noticed there was an actual article. I believe it was done by Kostan. He did a massive he did a what do you call this? He did a massive article and a write-up on our Discord group regarding block, and this is what we were seeing on block. And I think there's going to be a massive hype around this. So grab yourself as many as you can and just sit on it. No financial advice. That's all I'm going to say. We don't need to analyze this. Put it this way. We do not need to analyze this. We know who's built it. We know which team has built it. And we know what they're capable of. And they will do it. Okay? It was built by the same team who built Matic. So when the team of Matic comes along, they've got a massive community. And they're partnering with a few people, and you know, they're speaking to companies and whatnot, and creating this whole metaverse of businesses and whatnot. They're going to do it. Trust me, they're going to do it. They've done enough things, like, you know, the founders of Matic have been involved in enough scams. They have enough money to pump something like this. So do you know what? If it's cheap, why not? Just buy some and just sit on it. Is it a good investment or Hero? Which one? Bro, block. Block? I would go for block instead of Hero. I mean, Hero's trying to do something, right? Hero's trying to do something. Great. But from what I can see, Hero's kind of on its own. It doesn't have the community. Just using basic knowledge. Block. You've got the whole of Polygon Matic behind it. Think about that. You've got the whole of Matic behind it. But of course, if I was you, and if I was still feeling like, okay, I might miss Hero, I'll put 25% in Hero, put 75% in block. That's what I would do. I'll go all in if I can on block, because I know block's going to move. I mean, right now, block's sitting at what? 8 cents? I've got a feeling block's going to $1. Block's going to $1, and it probably has already. I mean, if we just look at this, let's have a look at this. Go to all. 16 cents. Bro, it went to 16 and you're getting it at a half price discount now. Oh, bro, I don't know what to say. I'm buying a whole bunch. That's all I know. No, I'm not going to buy too much. I'll probably buy $1,000 worth and just sit on it, you know? $1,000 worth and just sit on it. I think that's probably the best way to do it. But look, built on Polygon, runs on Polygon, cross-chain compatible, and we know large exchanges and other things. Even Elrond is building something as well. So they're building towers and whatnot. It's a great idea, by the way, you know, and they're trying to do it as interoperable as possible. So as I said, you know, go 50-50, go 25-75, whatever you want to do. But I'm a lot more bullish on this than the other one, because I know the money backing this is a lot larger than Hero. Think about that. The money, follow the money, right? Because they didn't build this for nothing. They built this, you know, sat down and built it for one reason. In fact, I've noticed the Matic team, the Polygon Matic team, have been building so many game coins recently, right? Can I create a meme coin for free in Sol? Yeah, almost free, because you do have to pay a very small transaction fee, which is normally like a few cents to a few dollars. Yeah, of course, why not? Go to Solana, go create, happy days. Create a few free coin and give it for free to everyone, or go and sell it, whatever you want to do. Listen, your imagination is your limitation. Your imagination is your limitation. If you can imagine it and if you can think about it, do it. You know, if you fail, do it again. You fail, do it again. Right? There's no harm. The world is your oyster, and the metaverse is infinite. Think about it. We are limited to planet Earth, but the metaverse, oof, all you need to do is add data. Think about it. Website, now that's where you're going to get me stuck. So many out there. My advice would be go directly to Solana developer documents and go through the Solana forums for that. I can't tell you where you will be able to build Solana. I'm not a Solana dev. I don't know anything about Solana apart from what it is. I know one or two Solana devs myself, but that's about it. I mean, I can ask. I'm sure I can ask one of them, and what I'll do is I'll ask for you anyway. If I remember next time, I'll tell you. So I'll ask one of the Solana developers that how do we make a meme coin, or what website shall I go to, and I'm sure they can tell you. Because the thing is a lot of the developers are not familiar with Rust, so that's one of the reasons why Solana is kind of more of a niche. Right, a lot of the developers who majority we know are from Solidity and everything, and the documentation is very good. They actually go ahead and try and convert their codes to Rust to use it. So it's not a simple process for someone to say. So they're doing it in the back end, complete hard coding, right? And as I said, many people didn't even know about Rust, and it's an old language, by the way. But because Java, this, that, whatever, C, C++, and everything took over, and then new languages coming out like Rust, sorry, not Rust, Go, and all sorts of other stuff. People kind of forgot that there's another language called Rust. And now people are going back to learn Rust again. So that's what it is. Solana's built on Rust, not so easy. Elrond built on Go, which is another form of Rust, and Rust actually. They use both. So that's where the problems are. A lot of the current modern day developers are not familiar with it. So they're having to relearn everything. And there's not enough documentation. Like for Ethereum, you can literally go and download every single smart contract on a website. Easy. Solana, I don't know. I haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. I'm just a Solana investor based on speculation, 100% speculation. Speculation not about what the price would be, but what the project can do based on the community. Okay, so that's where I played this game. It wasn't about the technology. Of course, whatever's great about the technology, that's great. And it is kind of centralized in a way. Remember, I've mentioned about the, what was that? The nodes, that you can only have a certain number of nodes. Well, that's centralized. Why should I be limited to how many nodes I could have? You know, a node costs a certain amount of coins, fine. But why should nodes be limited? That's centralization, in my opinion. So I mentioned all of those things anyway. I mentioned on another video. But yeah, that's my opinion. But sometimes I just use logic, just a little bit of logic. I'm like, I can see which team is there, what they're trying to do. I don't see a reason why this ain't going to pump. Do you know what I mean? So that's what it is. And I've noticed, as I said, the Polygonmatic team have been purposely, on purpose, building many game coins right now. Many games. So they've now gone from this blockchain layer 2 solution, scaling solution, all the way all of a sudden now they're pumping out games. They're literally pumping out games, NFTs, and that's what they're doing. So I know what this is, and this is one of the reasons I left Matic. I said, I can't do this. I can't be a part of this, because everything I'm seeing with what Matic is doing, it just looks so scammy. Guys, you've made something, focus, give other people a chance. But no, they want everything. and they've figured it out. They're like, okay, people are going to buy whatever we do. That's why Blocktopia is probably the only one that I'm supporting, because I've seen other bigger projects, I've seen big exchanges also supporting them and big blockchains supporting them. That's why I'm going there, because they wouldn't support them if they thought that it was a bad thing. Does that make sense to you? You know, so this is one of the reasons why Block is a token that I wouldn't mind holding and chilling out with it. And right now it's on a little bit of a discount. So let's have a look at this. It's on a little bit of a discount. Look at that. It's a lovely discount, lovely discount. So, you know, whoo, not bad. So it's got a lovely discount. I don't know why anyone wouldn't pick it up, but that's just, you do you, I do me. Like, share, subscribe, smash those like buttons, and yeah, I hope the video was valuable. And as I said, gamer, there's a lot going on. That, as I said, the Solana one, I can't help you with that. They don't make it really easy, but they're going to get there. It's still a young blockchain, so let's see where they go. And I've only told you what I know so far. Personally, I don't know anyone where you can go and make a website. And also on websites, whatever codes and this and that you see, they're not really that. You actually need a you know, you need the script, obviously. So once you got the script, then you need to change a few things anyway, and for that you're going to need yourself a virtual machine anyway, like an EVM. You're going to have to do it there. So, you know, the code editor, that's what you're going to, sorry, not EVM, code editor. You're going to have to do it on a code editor anyway, because these are hard coded. Remember, anything to do with the blockchain, you can't just soft code it. No, it's not HTML, a layer, God knows 50. It's hard coded into the actual blockchain. You know, that's how your coin stays where it is, even if you make a meme coin. And there's plenty, there's quite a few out there actually. And also GitHub, bro, GitHub, go to GitHub, check them out. Trust me, you'd be surprised what kind of dog coins and shit coins and cat coins you find there. So, so other than that, listen guys, I'm off. I see you on another one soon. I'll see you on tomorrow basically. But for today, Discord will still continue. I'm not going to talk too much about the new project we're doing, unless something comes along or unless something I need from you guys. So for example, we did the voting yesterday. I know most of you guys, I don't know why you do that, you decided to contact me. Guys, you can do it on the chat. I understand you want to stay private, but you can do it on the main chat, right? So anyways, a lot of you guys contacted me privately, and the majority voted was they want it on Binance chain. Fine, it will be built on Binance chain. I was talking to Bubble today, and something came across my mind when he was talking, and he mentioned something, and I realized that we definitely need to have a Elrond cross-chain compatibility. So again, I've requested that. Let's see where that goes. You know, somebody else, I think I was speaking to Costana, and he said something like he wants to make it, he said make it foolproof. And yeah, that's the ultimate goal, to make it foolproof. So it's not the end, but yeah, we're going to basically work towards that goal one by one, get it there to the point where it's going to be foolproof, easy, simple, hard, but there's going to take a lot of time, a lot of resources for us to get to that level. But I'm going to try and be, I will be as transparent as I can, you know, and move forward. And as I said, it's going to be a community thing, and nobody, I've always mentioned this, nobody has to do anything. Don't worry, you're not going to be considered like, oh, not loyal or anything. None of that. You have a choice what you want to do. I'm just going to basically lay out the foundation, say this is what's happening, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do, or whatever, and I'll probably make some tutorials. That's what I'm just going to guide you, nothing else. And I've mentioned this to everybody else, and I'm even thinking about it. I'll probably buy their own coin or whatever if it's on sale. I'll buy my own coin live on a video just to prove to you guys I'm not interested. I'm not keeping anything for myself. So yeah, other than that, nothing else to say. I hope everybody found value, and you know, let's see where we can take this. I think it's going to be insane, right? It's going to be absolutely insane what we're about to do. Ramo says thanks, Sham. Cheers, Sam. Thank you, Ramo. Thank you very much. Thank you for everyone for coming to the show, and thank you very much for Tamil to come back. He's been missing for the last week or so. We were worried about you, bro. Glad you're back. But other than that, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I want to catch you on another one tomorrow. And for today, as I said, we'll still continue on Discord, whatever we've got to talk about. But we'll try and keep too much conversations about the new decks off limits right now, or not off limits. You can talk, give me names, give me suggestions, but let's start rolling the project, finalizing. So BSC is finalized, that's for sure now. It's going to be definitely on BSC, and we're going to move forward this way and keep on finalizing something. I mean, there was a name someone mentioned, I really liked it. So go back to Discord, you can see the name they mentioned. I said, just buy that website, buy that domain right now and just block it. You know what I mean? Because it's a beautiful name, and it's got a good reasoning behind it. I thought that was an awesome name. So if we can do that, that would be really cool. So yeah, guys, tomorrow we catch up again. And of course, we'll do some more things. I'll probably even do some voice stuff on Discord. Just voice, nothing else. No video, nothing whatsoever. No YouTube, just voice. And we can do a nice little catch up there, everyone together in a group, and we can talk and discuss other stuff. I think that'd be really, really awesome, right? Instead of just doing it through here. So tomorrow. Adios, my amigos.